Hello, hello! Welcome to another episode of Real Talk. I am Devin Weeders. We are here to recap the epic, I might add, double episode of Survivor with Jon Jon. He is back. How are you today?
I am good, but we need to. Can we start with a negotiation?
Yes, can we negotiate how long this podcast is gonna be?
Well, that and maybe your co-host last week's I don't know, was she upset at the episode or something?
I know, like, I, yeah, she knows. She cussed too much. She knows not to do that anymore, hopefully. And so, yeah, now that we've negotiated all that, let's get into this episode. So, how did you like it first, Jon Jon?
Yeah, that first hour. I guess I don't know. Did you actually felt bad for Alec?
Did I actually what?
Did you actually want him to stay, or
No, I wanted. I just didn't want Christian to go. Like, that's my main thing right now. I don't want Christian to go. So.
I hear you.
And so I guess let's get into when they were coming back from tribal, and Davey was like, "Well, we're here to, play and whatever." What did you think of that?
Yeah, that was like a week ago, but yeah, he's being nice. Outside confession, but I did love last week when he was saying, "Oh, I got Jon Jon, I took it down."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh my god!" He was like, I guess he has his own wrestling episode.
Yeah. And so I guess we'll start with the reward challenge.
Okay, yeah, not to skip a little further, but I guess we can see why Angelina. This week was Angelina's, I guess, episode.
Yeah, this week was Angelina's goat edit. I feel like
She mostly said I want revenge because these Goliaths were threw me under the bus.
Yeah, and
yeah, and all because of a contingency plan, and I guess she didn't know it was gonna happen. Before she said yeah, it's gonna happen, but last tribal she was like, ugh. That tribal last week was it was really something for Angelina, and the Goliaths were already done.
Yeah, and so what do you want to get into next, Jon Jon?
I guess maybe I don't know yet, but let's talk about, I don't know, what do you think about the clue, having to be in the dark?
I thought it wasn't as cool as last season where they had to sneak out of camp and then a boat took them to another island, but I thought it was cool.
When I saw this, I was like, oh, Jeremy got, did it also, and he won.
Yeah, so.
Let's go ahead.
How do you think Nick handled the whole sneaking out of camp thing?
It was good. Especially he got somebody to be this security guard, I guess.
Yeah, and that was funny.
Yeah, which was Davey, and I guess I don't know what we're seeing, but I think it's gonna be Davey and Nick. They're the two, I guess.
Yeah.
So really, they've been close all this week, I guess this episode.
Yeah. So, do you think there could be another tie between Davey and Nick at Final Tribal?
I could see that, but I think maybe we'll talk about to the end, where I don't know if Nick and Davey will have a hill to climb, I guess.
Yeah, they'll have a hill to climb with Christian in them, but it could be possible.
I can see that.
And so where do you wanna go next, Jon Jon?
Let's talk. I guess also this week was about Carl.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Carl. How do you think? What? How do you think he? He obviously didn't handle the power very well. But what do you think? Do you think that in itself led to his demise, or was it like a whole game thing?
I have no idea, but I think it was in the beginning, like when Carl was, saying like we gotta get rid of Alec, and he was like, just calling it like,
Yeah.
he didn't. I mean, he didn't even ask about like, who should we target, and people were going for it, and like he just said Alec right away, and Tara, for all people, she said like, yeah, it's my alliance, and like, why are you talking this in front of me when I'm not even with you?
Yeah, I think that was the beer, but anyways.
No, this was before the booze party.
Oh.
Yeah, this was like
okay.
this was like the first hour, like
Oh yeah, okay. And so, do you think that solely was what did Carl in, or was it that and all the other stuff too? Like,
I mean, we can talk about it, but I think because let's talk about this first hour where Carl, I guess Gabby, she felt like she was an outsider again.
Yeah. How do you think Gabby is going to? How do you think Gabby handled that? I thought she was brilliant with getting the votes for Carl, keeping everything quiet. How do you think Gabby handled that?
I don't know if it was an act or something yet, but I thought because Gabby, she felt like she's an outsider because, it's like, Gabby actually was like, why are you making decisions? And like, I think, and because, I guess, I don't know, maybe Carl was calling Gabby too emotional.
Yeah, maybe that's why, because Gabby was like, why are you making decisions if I'm in your alliance and not even telling me? And
yeah, I mean, that's why she felt like she's like, why do I feel out of the loop when we're in this alliance? And it was really, I don't know what caused this thing, but I think it's maybe when, Carl was just like, we just target Alec.
Yeah, I think that was the nail in his coffin. So
yeah, well, that was the beginning, but I think when Gabby saw Carl talking to, I guess, Tara, and
yeah,
maybe Angelina, I think, and like Gabby's like, why am I not welcomed?
Yeah, Gabby was like, why am I not in this? Like, why am I?
Yeah, I thought we're in an alliance. That's what. And you're talking to the two Goliaths.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess Gabby just did because she was emotional, or just, I don't know why, but hopefully it'll turn out to be so good when,
Yeah. So what do you want to get into next?
You don't want to, well, let's not throw the lead here, but I don't know. What do you think about, I don't know what's going on with the food this week, but like, did you see the reward people? They came back just having to, go to the bathroom, puking and blah, and so much,
Yeah, like,
horrible gas.
Man.
I'm just like, what is in those wraps?
Yeah. Is there like a CDC warning out for the lettuce? Like, what?
Well, there was one for hopefully that wasn't romaine lettuce then.
Yeah. Hopefully, they didn't give them romaine lettuce.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was veggie wrap or it was just, I don't know, it was just wrap. I don't know if there's actually meat in it or, I don't know. It was gross, but I love what Nick said, like, it's really good for me that way at night. That way people just, it's a nice distraction. That way Nick can get the idol.
Yeah, like, he's like, good for me.
Me, that way, a quarter of the people don't have to go, That way they can just focus on their, recovery.
Yeah. And so now that we've discussed vomit and poop, what do you want to get into? What do you want to get into next?
Let's go to that immunity then on that first hour because...
Oh, that was epic.
Yeah, that was hilarious though.
Oh yeah, the whole thing with Christian.
Yeah, mostly at the end when he was just like, talking about...
Yeah.
I mean... But, I don't know, let's talk about the nacho things, like,
Oh yeah.
that tempting.
Yeah. What do you think of Carl, Nick, and who else? Allison?
No, Angelina.
And Angelina, sorry. I've only watched the episode once. What do you think of their decision to eat nachos?
I mean, first of all, I watched the episode once also, but I took notes, so maybe a little suggestion. Take notes.
Okay. Yeah, I did at the beginning of the season, but it moves so fast. But I'll try to take notes. So.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what. Maybe because my attention span's a little bit more focused.
Yeah, I have the attention span of a gnat, but I'll try to take notes. So
okay,
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Nick just felt safe because he is playing this middle game up,
Yeah.
Like, as long as I'm not targeted, I'm good. But I guess because he's playing both sides and somehow Nick is trustworthy. So I mean, I guess I'll believe on Nick's, why he actually, go for nachos. But, I mean, did you hear about last week about why he targeted Allison?
Yes, because in case he would get credit for the move, right? If they blindsided Dan and he took Allison's vote, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, I like that. I mean, I was from the first part. I was like, what? And then him talking to Wiggler in his, in-game interview, which is, the best thing so far because, we actually get more information, especially with the players who are current. So if I was you, I'd go read those.
Yeah, I'll go read those.
Okay, anyway, yeah, I mean, he said, why did I go for Allison? Because I want to make sure that if Dan wants to play his idol, he either play for himself or Allison and makes him paranoid. And I think the other one is just to troll her.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back.
So wasn't it also that Allison also wanted to blindside Dan? So Nick took her vote away to make sure he'd get credit for it?
Yeah, that's what I heard, but oh my god, I mean, Allison, I don't know what's wrong with her. She could have just, why didn't she just jump ship earlier if she knows that, the Goliaths are not even worth, saving?
Yeah, the Goliaths are gonna just get picked off one by one. Jump ship already.
Yeah, and it's like this Goliath strong thing is like not a thing anymore. Especially, I guess, maybe since Jon got bullied out, or
maybe
maybe that, or maybe when Natalie, left because she's always saying Goliath strong. But I think if Natalie was still in the game,
I think either Jon or Dan. Dan was probably the one that when they got Dan out, they were like, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of trust issues, I guess, at this point because Goliath are throwing themselves in the bus, and I guess Angelina, she's so scorned at this point.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I love how Nick did that. I mean, I wasn't here last week, so I'm sorry if I had to talk about it again.
Oh no, it's fine.
All right, so I guess I get back to the immunity.
Okay, so that immunity challenge that lasted for what, 5 hours? That was so epic.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was like almost 6 hours, but
yeah.
But I mean, it was so good. I mean, I felt emotional, especially for Alec, because he wanted to win this because he knows he's on the chopping block because of Carl.
Yeah, and I felt so bad in that moment between Christian and Alec where he's like, where Alec was like, I'm safe, you're not, and then Christian was like, I may never get this opportunity again. You know, that
I mean, if you're this far in the game, I guess you might as well go for it, even though I you could see yourself as a threat, but I don't know. I think it's just because maybe I don't know why. Maybe just because the power is like already in our hands. That's what I think. That's why. But like maybe because I think Christian just wants the immunity because I think Alec is mostly a target, and I don't think it's an excuse, but it was something.
Yeah. And I think Christian also wants the immunity, just for the experience. Like, just to say he, accomplished it.
I mean, he has that, YOLO, moment. Like,
yeah.
You only live once, so I might as well win immunity. Yeah. Even though nobody says that.
Yeah, nobody says that, but that was going through his mind. Okay, what do you want to get into next?
I guess tribal because Alec, he knows that he's a target, and for some reason, I don't know why Carl's name because Gabby. Yeah, that.
Yeah, Gabby was tired of Carl dictating things, I guess.
Yeah, calling the shots and apparently calling the Godfather of all people the Godfather. It's like I don't think Carl was even making those decisions. Like, he is.
I think he was more of the ringleader than we saw because he did look pretty okay. There's a scene where they want to vote Allison out, but they are going to blindside him, but he doesn't know that. So he gets the Davids together and says, okay, tonight's vote is very simple. Let's vote out Allison. And I think he was doing that more than we actually saw. I'd be interested to see the secret scenes from this week because...
I could see him doing more, but... Yeah, I think maybe when regulars, in-game interviews comes out, then we'll find out.
Yeah, and on the exit interview with Rob.
And other people. Yeah, but I don't know why Carl was I don't think, maybe because of this. I mean, some reasons when he had that nullifier and he played right, he was mad with power.
Yeah, and I think good point. I think the nullifier being played correctly kind of let them on to the fact that, oh my gosh, this guy's a bigger threat than we thought he was. Let's get him out,
I think it's just because of the idol thing that people is we gotta go get him out. Or, Carl is, he's mad with power, and that's why.
Yeah, he's letting the power get to him, and before long they're gonna just be picked off one by one.
And Gabby was I need to get him out because I'm tired of him being, being the Godfather, and he gets to call the shots and I don't, and he just, leaves me drying.
Yeah, and so, that was their rationale for getting Carl out. So,
let's talk about we don't need to talk about the tribal because it was 8-2, I guess. I mean, Alec it was only, I guess, Allison that voted for Carl for that second vote, so.
It was only 8-2 for Alec. So, let's
get to that. Let's get to the next hour, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Allison, she just felt like she's the next target.
Yeah, she feels like if I don't do something, I'm next. So I have to get the votes for Carl. So she goes and talks to Gabby, and Gabby's like, I'm on board. And so they start getting the votes for Carl.
I mean, oh my God, I was talking to myself, Allison, you should have jumped early. You
Yes.
knew this was gonna. You could have jumped ship, and you could have, been perfect. And I mean, I don't know if you listened to Sandra's recap, but with Rob, but I guess she was talking about like, you could jump ship, I guess, and who knows what position you could have been on. I mean, it's a risk, but it's a big risk.
It's a risk, but I think it's the right risk because, especially with the nullify being played, then the numbers are basically tied now because at that point there was 5 Davids and 5 Goliaths after Dan got voted out, and so you need to like give one side the majority or you're done. Like you need to jump ship or you're done.
I mean that previous tribal. I mean, Kara, Mike, and Angelina, and like I think we'd rather get rid of anybody else but me, and that's a good thing for those two. And Allison, I don't know why she did that, but I think she knows what was gonna.
I think Mike brought up a good point. I forgot what hour it was in. That nobody wants to be the first to jump ship and be like considered the traitor. Like especially if they make it to the final 3 in front of the jury. Like
I agree. But if you're gonna do it, I think you might as well,
Yeah, I mean,
try to say why. Try to convince why did you have to, jump
ship.
Like
you can jump ship if you have a good rationale as to why you did it, and not because I hated this person and I wanted to be hateful and spiteful and all this and
and maybe not the Angelina way of like, they threw my name and without even telling me, and I want revenge.
Yeah. And so, don't get all mad because your name came up as a contingency plan. Just say, after Dan was voted out, there were 5 Davids and 5 Goliaths, and I knew that if I didn't give one side the majority, then I wouldn't have loyalty for the rest of the game, and that I'd be one of the ones picked off one by one. That's what you say.
Yeah, and what was it like? It was 3-2, I guess, for the Goliaths, and the 2 votes for Angelina, but and then mostly had the votes for the Davis, and then it was Christian, I think, had 3?
Christian, I think, had 2 or 3, and then
I guess because of that, I think it just began with that, steal a vote thing, and really, it was Allison that really, she, I guess, felt, I don't know, but really, I think this was the reason why those Goliaths, they're no longer Goliath strong. Because I don't think it's a thing anymore at this point.
Yeah, because
you can be strong as you want with the other tribe, but I mean, Survivor is always gonna be changing, in that instant.
Yeah, Survivor changes by the hour, and if you're not prepared for that, then
you're done. You don't have a contingency plan, so.
And so, what do you want to get into next?
I mean, reward was okay, but let's talk about Uncle Drunk Carl.
Oh my God, Carl was so drunk. He got on there on that freaking boat and was like, let's vote out Allison in front of Kara after he drank 6 beers. Dude.
Well, yeah, he was like, let's get the beers flowing. Who are you? But I'm just like, oh my God, Carl, you are really digging yourself a bigger grave.
Oh my God, yeah, woo! He was like, I'm drunk, and they're like, I'm gonna burn him out.
I wonder what happened if Carl somehow fell in the boat. He fell on the boat for some reason, and then he.
Oh yeah, if he was drunk and fell on the boat, because he was pretty drunk.
Yeah, I mean, you're lucky nobody fell on the boat, or you're lucky he didn't fell and died. So you're okay, but maybe keep the drinks to a minimum.
Yeah, just don't get too drunk on Survivor. No.
Yeah, I mean, people say don't drink and drive. Well, I say don't drink and play Survivor.
Yes, don't drink and play Survivor because
yeah.
that'll get you voted out.
Yeah, and Carl looks like Carl should be the advocate for this one. Like, oh, Carl, it's like one of those Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, like alcohol on Survivor Anonymous. Carl should be the
spokesperson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it became more in the reward when they had fried chicken.
Yes.
Carl was still talking, and then I think it was just a few people were like, yeah, well, Carl's drunk. Like, yeah, let's pretend. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, let's vote out Allison.
Sure, fine with me. Like, but yeah, I mean, I guess Carl being in that reward. I mean, this week was mostly about Carl and him not getting food until the beer reward.
Yeah, and so I guess what do you want to get into next, Jon Jon?
I mean, let's go. I mean, there is really. I mean, I guess the plan is still for Allison, and I guess there was this wink plan.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah, the wink plan.
And I guess it was supposed to be Angelina when it's actually gonna be Carl. So.
Yes.
And then, so really, at this point, I guess Angelina is the decoy for everything.
Yes, Angelina is the professional Survivor decoy at this point.
Yeah, but let's talk before the immunity. I mean, it was the rice thing. I guess I don't know how it was so. I don't know how many people took in this thing, because that rice ran so quick.
Yeah, and what did you think about the negotiation scene? I thought it was fantastic. Like how they cut to Angelina's confessional and then cut back to the challenge. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean the thing was in the beginning I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be badly. Like, oh, I'm gonna see another Drew Christie thing. Like, you know, if you remember that, like Drew, he bordered. He wants a flint.
Yes.
Well, he found a flint, and then they found the original one, and then I mean, I guess, you know, maybe it's best to take those negotiating classes then, because that way you can be missing.
Note to self: when you're going on Survivor, take a negotiation class at Yale. It'll come in handy.
Maybe not at Yale, but you can find something good. I guess maybe find a street smart class.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did you like it about the thing where Jeff's like, I'll make you a deal? And I don't know, was it nice in this episode, in this immunity challenge? Because I would have heard just like, no, or I could, do something, another deal. And, I mean, did you like Jeff's offer? Like, okay, if one person sits out, I'll give you another small portion.
Yeah, I mean, you have to sacrifice something. I mean,
it was it was better than, I guess, better than the tarp or the,
Yeah, it was better than give up your whole camp. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jeff just wants to, not take out the tarp and anything because there might be another storm coming, because I don't know.
Yes.
So, I mean, I understand, but I guess immunity, okay, I guess it was good because I guess Angelina, I don't know if she'll win immunity.
Yeah, Angelina had to sit out, so Angelina didn't need immunity, really, so.
So I guess it was a good thing, and I guess it was a good part of the episode because I don't think it'll be added if the negotiation wasn't there, so. Well, at least it was something good, but maybe I guess don't overabuse it, I guess.
Yeah, don't over-negotiate. That's where we have issues. So.
Yeah, and I think because even Jeff did it last immunity challenge about, okay, if you feel safe, you can have nachos.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just go for it because I don't think I'll ever, win that challenge of just hanging on for like 6 hours.
If I was in that position, I think I would have participated. Or at least tried. Like, I'd probably lasted like a half second, but I tried, so.
Yeah, I mean, but I think because the challenge was like, I think it was a little bit more brutal because especially you have the Fijian heat, and I mean, did you see almost everybody just hiding under the bench?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, please, Nick, don't pass out.
Yeah, everybody was so high. Everybody was like hiding under the bench. Like, I can't even imagine actually doing that. Like, actually being up there for that long.
Yeah, but I guess it wasn't, maybe because, I don't know, did they think like it's gonna be shorter, or I don't know.
Yeah. Like, they thought it was probably gonna be like maybe an hour and a half. No, it ended up going 5. So.
Yeah, but be lucky that they're not an Australian survivor, or maybe they'll win an overnight.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, speaking of overnight, like, did you like it when Jeff said like, we'll do tribal council tomorrow night?
I thought it was an interesting twist. Did they do that? Were they planning to do that, do you think, or were they?
I have no idea. Maybe just because they were there that long, and you know what, screw it. This is gonna be a long time.
Yeah, and
but
so I think it's an interesting twist. Like, I think we should do that more often because a whole day, plans could change, blindside plans could form. People could find idols. I think they should give people a whole day more often. I think it would make it interesting.
I would like that to see more, but I thought it was gonna be like, oh, the tribal council begins right now, so let's go.
I thought it was gonna be. No, I didn't think it was gonna be that, but I thought it was gonna be like, see you at tribal tonight. But when he said we're going to tomorrow, I was like, okay.
I guess it was good, but I guess it gave. But at least we know why, because it gave Alex plenty of time to at least figure out what's going on and who should be the bigger target. And
lo
and behold, it was Carl.
Yeah, it kind of led to Carl's demise because everybody could kind of lock in on Carl as a
even though for some reason that worked. So, I mean, Carl. Okay, let's go back to immunity, I guess, because Carl spelled perceptions.
Yes, and it was perspective.
Perspectives, or without the E, I guess. But I don't know how he spelled that, perception, because oh man, this is gonna be a weird, mixed up challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good guess. Like, that was something I would have guessed if I didn't know what it was. But like,
I mean, this puzzle was like, it should be spelled something different, but I don't know. I thought they also spelled victorious, but I think there was like a few decoy puzzles. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think they had a few decoy words in there.
But hey, at least it wasn't spelled millennials versus Gen X, or the one with Ken. Did you remember that when Ken spelled millennials wrong? I think.
No, but
that was like a couple of years ago, so I understand it's old school at this point for you. So yeah, Davey wins.
And Davey wins immunity, and then they proceed to blindside Carl. What was the vote count?
So yeah, let's go there. It was like 5-4.
5-4 Carl, and Mike was because Mike was the swing.
Mike's swing vote was like, what? How? Wait, what? Mike is swing vote? Like, he's this Goliath strong person, and now he suddenly, because of Carl, like, but not a lot. I mean,
so I'm interested to ask this before we end here. Do you think Mike voting Carl was solely because he was Goliath strong, or did he see him as a threat of him, getting to the end?
I don't know. Maybe he's like what, third or fourth threat. I mean, you got maybe the second now,
Yeah.
because for some reason Nick is the threat and nobody's figuring that out still.
Yeah, Nick, that southern charm is like skating by and nobody suspects anything.
I mean, he's the only person I can see. He's the only one that's like a triple. He's like the whole package, like, and not really for me, but Nick. Yeah, he's good at challenges. He's good at the social game and the strategic game.
Yeah.
Like,
And
oh my,
so I wonder
and
how
yet he
long.
gets away with it.
Yeah, I wonder how long he can get away with it before everybody figures it out.
I agree, and now he has that idol, and I don't know if he's gonna be more of a threat or he's gonna. But I think because Davey and Nick will probably, maybe be together at this point. So I mean,
Yeah.
now it's gonna be what, 4-3? No, yeah, no, it's 5-3 at this point now.
Yes, five Goliaths. No, five Davids. Right? No.
No, it's 4-4.
Five, four. Yeah, 4-4. I was like, what? So four.
No, the 5-3 you're talking about is the lines now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Nick, Davey,
Nick.
and Angelina are the only ones that like that belt out of the loop, but there's both. And Gabby, Christian, Kara, Dr. Allison, and Mike are like suddenly tied together, but
Yeah.
maybe next week I think that alliance is not gonna last long.
No, that alliance, according to the previews for next week, is over already. And so, what do you think?
Yeah, but
And so, do you think Christian will go home next week? Yes or no?
I mean, he's a threat still, but I mean, I guess because you got two threats at this point, so I could see. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I want Christian to go, but he's also a threat with his social
Yeah.
game and his strategic game, and I guess this immunity is like really, it's like I don't know. You make yourself a threat, and that's what you don't want in Survivor, like to be called a threat.
Yeah. And so, I personally think it's 50-50 because one, he could go home because it's so close with Gabby that he doesn't suspect it'll be her, architecturing. I just made up a word.
Architecture. Yeah, she's the architecture of his boat.
Architecturing the plan to blindside him, and then again, maybe he won't go home because he's so freaking smart and will pick up on it and play the idol. So
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. I mean, if Gabby or any of those four tell, I guess Nick or them, it's like it's good for them and good for Davey and Angelina, but I mean, I think Nick can be more trusted, especially I guess he wants his Mason Dixon to be safe.
yeah, he just wants Nick and Christian he just wants him and Christian to be safe.
So yeah, but I'm excited for next week also because I mean we got the family visit also.
Yeah, that's my favorite episode of the season, so I will definitely take notes on that one.
Yeah, and we'll see who will be. I don't know. We saw last season, like it's kind of weird that Seabass's sister looks like Jenna for some reason. That's what people said.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
I wonder who the Aunt Patty of this season will be.
I have no idea. I don't know. And I'd like to see who's Nick's, relationship with, or who's he's close to. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he can. I don't know if he's gonna if he brought his girlfriend or anything, but hopefully we'll find out next week.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the loved ones visit next week. So, I guess my quote of the show was the whole Jeff Christian conversation.
That's like a long sentence, but yeah. So I guess
my moment of let's call it that. My moment of the show was that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to write that because it wasn't going to be like it. It's a long, like a 2 minute segment, and it always keeps fading. It keeps time lapsing.
Yeah. And so
So
who are 3, 2, 1s of the week?
okay, so before that, did you do it last week?
No. So let's do
Okay.
a 3, 2,
Okay, we'll do a quick one for last week. So we'll just say in order. Like, okay, I'll go first. Like my third star last week, I could say maybe. Let's go with, I guess, Christian.
Okay, I'll go
So
with
that's last week. Yeah.
with last week. Oh God, I don't. Oh.
I know it's so much because of last week.
I'll go with Davey from last week.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. I don't remember what David did last week, but I think it was some. Maybe because it's his little confessional after.
Yes, it's confessional.
Okay, yeah. So who's your second?
My second is probably Nick because he used the steal vote to take the vote away from Allison so he would get credit for the move, which was pretty smart.
Okay, and my second one, I would say, maybe I'll just say, oh my gosh, Kara.
Okay, why Kara?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Kara, she knows that Dan, is being this big baby, and that she just wants attention and everything, and it's ruining her game. So she knows that she has to, find some new ways to get rid of Dan, or find ways to, get up in this game. Like,
Yeah, and so
yeah.
Kara for separating herself from Dan. My number one, how times have changed, is Carl from last week. Because he played...
Of course, bing!
Yeah, bing! He played the I don't know part correctly.
I'll get that. And I don't know why I was going to say Carl also, but maybe I will say just maybe the editors in this week. I'll just say
maybe
first editors.
Maybe the editors get number one for Jon Jon this week.
I would just say that because he took Carl from me, but I will not be mad with that. But Carl is like, he's good. But the editors last week, they made this episode, so interesting and so dramatic for me. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I mean, like
the editing is amazing this season. So
I would say number one's the nullifier for me, but I don't want to be like, should I even give a star to a new twist?
I think it can be if it's used correctly.
I would say that also, but I don't want to be, too biased. But all right, let's get to this week's three of this. So yeah, we'll combine all the two episodes into one.
Yeah. So
who's your third?
My number 3 this week is Christian.
Is it because of immunity or because he finds a way to, make Gabby a little bit more, calm?
Immunity.
Okay, and because of that segment.
Yes.
Okay, my third, I'll just say Gabby.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gabby for my number 2 because she kept everything quiet about Carl. She secured a lot of the votes, and I guess my number 1 would be
number 2.
Number 2 would be Allison because she, kind of went recognized finally that she had to jump ship and go along with Gabby to get went along with Gabby to get Carl out. Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so my number 2, I'll go with Angelina.
Yeah, okay, because she was the decoy again.
Well, the decoy and that negotiation with the
and the negotiation. So our number one, I guess
Your number one.
my number one is I guess gonna be Mike, because
My wife. The swing boat at this.
he was the
tribal.
swing bird at this tribal.
Okay. And I guess me, I'll just say Nick.
Yeah, because he went and got the idol, and he's
Right?
he's basically
And he's still under the radar, which is a good thing.
He's basically the biggest set in the game, and nobody knows it. So
Yeah, and really all the blame was on Carl for being this godfather when the actual godfather is Nick.
Yeah, because he's the one getting all the idols and kind of like orchestrating the votes and, keeping those relationships and everything.
Yeah, and he's not even, doing like Carl, like, let's blow out this thing and we're good. So, and I don't know how Nick did it, but I really, a huge props for him for just being this,
Awesome
player nobody even noticed. Like, how is this guy doing so good? Like, I'm just I'm just so baffled at this game. Like, I don't know if it'll be top 10, but I could see, being
at least top 20.
Not a top 10 player. Not top. If he wins, probably won't be a top 10 because I think there are other good players out there.
Yeah, at least top 20.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, but this season has been so good, and I mean, for once, I am so happy that Survivor is at least much more fun to watch and better than. I mean, not to throw shade at Big Brother, which I want to this point, but I mean, Survivor has been so good.
Survivor is so good this season. Like, it's the best season in years.
And if you're a Big Brother, there's no Big Brother people. Like, one side of the alliance dominates, and really, I mean, nobody is going for anybody in Survivor.
There's no clear runaway. It's anybody's game. It's the best season in years. But
I mean, we're going to take it because Big Brother 20 was so good. Because yes, there's game, but also because I was a huge fan of Caitlyn. Yeah,
Caitlyn's actually very nice. I like her.
She is nice outside the game also. So this is why fans are especially the super fans, we love more Caitlyn because she, she fell a little bit in the beginning, but she knows that it's part of life.
Yeah, Caitlyn's really nice outside of the house, but
and at least that's what's not talking about. I want him out because he's dressed
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sorry for all you non-Big Brother people. No, for all those non-Big Brother watchers.
It's fine. So, is there anything else you want to get into, Jon Jon, before we get out of here? Or?
I mean, not really, unless you want to crack something.
No, I don't want to crack anything. No.
That was an egg pun, which recent Tribal came back.
Yeah.
But I'm good. Great to be back. I guess even though we're different times.
Yeah. We will be back in our regular recording spot next week, I think. And so, that's gonna do it for this episode. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 7Readers. Like the Real Talk All Things Inclusion Facebook page. And I will see you guys later. Bye.